So hello and welcome to the List Building Diaries, where each week I share a video outlining what I did that week to build my mailing list and my business. And today is May 27th, 2022, and here are my numbers for this week. So last week, my mailing list was at 342 subscribers, and this week, drumroll please, 342 subscribers. That's right. Well, 2 people subscribed, 2 people unsubscribed, all good. The new subscribers came through people I met networking. So don't discount networking ever as a way to generate leads for your business. I talk about this more in my free masterclass, How to Find Clients When Social Media Isn't Doing It For You. And the link is below. So here's what I did this week. So this week I wrote and I taped 4 videos on how to do stuff related to your marketing. I wrote a whole bunch of content for my program, the Authentic Messaging Academy. I put out a call for people to interview on this channel. I booked some future interviews on this channel. I met with my intern. She was awesome. I'm so happy with that. And I had a networking call with someone, which will likely lead to some consulting work. So again, networking, plugging the networking. What were my challenges this week? Well, my main challenge is, once again, mindset. So the 2 big ones this week were patience and also wondering if I had overcommitted myself. If I'd said yes to something I should have said no to. So first off, patience. So my strategy with this YouTube channel, and honestly any content marketing strategy, is a slow growth strategy. It's a way of getting people to know me so that they trust me, right? And they want to know more. They'd like to journey further with me. And in fact, one of my videos this week was all about how to be consistent so that you can stick with a slow growth strategy. But even today, I was like, wow, there isn't really much to report externally, so should I even do this video? Like, what's the point? Well, the point is, I think it's important for other emerging entrepreneurs to see how growth goes. And also for me to practice consistency so that I'm sticking with it until I reach my goal of 3,000 subscribers. And then people will see how that actually happened for me, right? So if it's slow for them, they'll feel a little better at this point. But that said, there was this little devil on my shoulder all week saying, show me the money. Where's the money? Why are you doing this? I'm not seeing any money. So my other main concern this week was overcommitting myself. So earlier this month, I'd agreed to give a speech at my friend's event this past Wednesday. And I didn't actually start writing this speech until Tuesday. So all of Wednesday was spent finishing it and practicing it, which cut into my content creation time and time to create my program and all the other stuff I'd committed to. Now, the speech didn't have anything to do with my business. It was all about the internal challenges that I faced when I broke up with my ex and decided to move to PEI, which is basically when all my merde came out and I had a breakdown and I realized a whole bunch of stuff that just put my whole life in different perspective and led me into therapy and this journey of healing that I'm in right now. And a part of me was like, you should have said no to that speech. You could have had a whole day working on your business. But then there's this other part of me that's like, girl, you got some stuff to share. People need to hear your story. It's going to help them, right? It's going to help them feel less alone in their life. So I said yes. And then I was like, I could have used that time. So this is like a universal conflict we all face, right? We all have priorities, and then these other things, opportunities come up, and we're like, should we say yes? Should we not? You know, our values are in conflict with one another. So I did the speech, but part of me was still like, well, that's not going to bring in any business. I mean, I don't know that. Maybe it will. Maybe it helped, people in my community trust me more. But that's what the head was, the head. That's what the devil on my shoulder was saying. So what did I learn this week? Well, when I noticed that part of me that was all about, well, that speech isn't going to bring in any business, I took a lesson from my therapist and I asked that part, well, why does everything you do need to be about the business? And this is a legit question. And part of me is like, well, because girl, you're not making any money right now. And I'm making a little money, but not enough to live on. So that's legit. But then there's another deeper part of me that is terrified that if I don't serve the profit master, I am going to wind up in poverty, broke, penniless, living in shelters and on the streets. And yet there's this other intuitive part of me that knows that if I just stay the course, If I continue to build the program and I continue to put out messaging and I continue to do this content and I continue to network and I just keep doing what I'm already doing and I do this consistently and I adjust and I try new things, but I stay this path, I can't not be successful. Even if this means getting another job in the meantime, if I am consistent over time, I will be successful. However, this is the tricky part. The other thing I was reminded of this week is that the focus for building my business needs to be on my mission, not on the money. And to explain why, let me indulge in a little biblical tour. So I'm in this Connect group with my church where we meet once a week to discuss different Christian stuff. And so 2 weeks ago, we had this pretty good conversation around Matthew 6:24, which is the part of the Bible where Jesus says, "No one can serve two masters, for either he will hate one and love the other, or he will be devoted to one and despise the other. You cannot serve God and money." Now, some people take this to mean money is evil. Money's not evil, right? And I don't think this means that God and money are opposites or money is the devil, right? Money is necessary. It does a lot of good in this world. It's a product of, an energetic exchange. It's just a thing that we attach value to. Personally, I love money. And God, I know, wants me to have money, wants you to have money, wants us all to have money. If you like this video, you can send me your money. I'll gladly take it. I'll even put my link to buy me a coffee below if you're so inclined. But what happens when you focus exclusively on the money? Well, typically when we focus on the money, we're not focused on what we're grateful for. We're not focused on our mission. We're focused on lack or fear. We're typically focused on, I don't have enough money. I need more money. How can I make more money? If I don't make more money, this horrible thing I'm afraid of, fear, is going to happen. We think it's going to happen. Or how can I protect what I have so I don't lose it? So this horrible thing I'm afraid of won't happen. But fear and lack are the opposite of God. Those aren't qualities of God. God is love and God is abundance and God is good. And I'm talking source, right? Those qualities that are good, that is God. And when you shift your focus to the good you are being called to do in the world, and I'm talking here about your mission and your purpose, right? The change you want to see, the thing you want to affect, that thing that's going to make this world a little bit better because of your business or your services, in biblical terms, the thing that will help create heaven on earth, the thing that is greater than yourself, outside of yourself. When you focus on your mission, you are serving God, the universe, source, whatever you want to call it, because you're serving from a place of making this world a better place. You're serving from a place of love. And this is what it means to be a heart-centered entrepreneur. It's leading with your mission rather than money. And when you do this, it allows you to stay patient because you've got all this energy for the mission, and it allows you to give so that you give and fulfill the mission rather than give so that you get, right? And it allows you to make better decisions, and it allows you to send out better vibes into the universe. So reflecting on these things this week really made me want to ground myself in my mission and come from a place of love rather than fear, because that in a nutshell is my mission, right? My mission, I'm here to help people connect with God, to help them connect with themselves, and help them connect with others. I'm here to help them express themselves more authentically so they can know that they're not alone, and other people can know through their services that they're not alone. That's why I'm doing this video. That's why I'm doing this channel. That's why I'm helping people become better communicators. That's why I got into business for myself, right? Small s me is like, oh, but you want to make money. Yes, I do, but I also want this change, right? I'm not really even in business for myself. I'm in business for you. I'm in business for the greater good I want to see in the world. And that's what focusing on your mission is all about, right? Focusing on what can keep us going on in our business, even when there isn't evidence. And this, my friend, is called faith. And this is what you need. You need faith. And this is what I'm practicing. And when I lead through that perspective of faith, I can stay patient, and I know what to say yes to, and I know what to say no to. And I can just simply say, like, is this something that will help somebody connect with God, connect with themselves, or connect with each other? Will it help them feel less alone? And if yes, then it is on my mission to do it. And if not, then don't do it. So in this context, giving the speech at my friend's night was the right choice. Now, that said, there are parts of me that are ancient. And by ancient, I mean parts of me that are me at different stages in my life, as a child, as a young teenager, who feels abandoned and who feels alone and who feels terrified and who doesn't trust myself, my higher self, or God, or any of this, and who doesn't trust the sanity of any of this. So part of my journey right now is to not abandon those parts, but to learn how to earn their trust and let them know that I'm here for them. And to do that, I need to have faith in my mission. I need to have faith in God. I need to have faith in myself. I need to have faith in other people. So I think this week was a bit of a turning point in that direction, in that I'm regrounding in my faith and in my mission and in why I am here and what my purpose is. And the other thing that I'm learning is that by showing up, you are succeeding, right? Because by showing up, you're learning how to trust yourself even when things don't go right, and you're learning skills. So context, on Thursday night, I went to an open mic night. I played 5 of my songs on my guitar, and well, I don't think I did a very good job of most of them, right? And the audience ignored like maybe 3 of my songs to begin with. And this is kind of what happens sometimes when we put out content. We think, oh man, I'm being ignored. That wasn't very good. I went home that night. I felt dejected. I'm like, man, you suck. Why are you doing this? And that's a good question. Why are you doing this? Was I going to that open mic for attention and validation? And I'm going to be honest, part of me was, yeah. Or was I going for it to practice my music, to get better, to move people with my music, to practice getting better at moving people with my music so that I could impact more people with my music and I can create music that makes people feel things, right? What was the purpose? So that was a good question. Why are you doing it? And then once I realized, yeah, I did want some attention and validation, how can I give that to myself, right? So that I show up full and complete in who I am, and I can keep going even when my guitar playing isn't the best and my singing isn't the best and my songs could be better, right? So showing up, props for showing up. If you showed up today, props to you, fist bump. You know, that is, you are succeeding, and that's the only way to learn. So it's okay to have self-doubt. It's okay to be sucky at something. It's okay to just feel like you need more practice. What's not okay is quitting, right? Not okay is quitting for these reasons, because you have a mission. You started your business for a reason outside of you. And there are people out there who need you, people you haven't even met yet. There's people out there who will meet me and they'll be like, oh, that's what I have to say in my emails. And then they'll put that in their emails and then they'll send it out. And then they'll be like, oh my gosh, I got a client from that. And that person is going to feel better because they will have a solution to their problem. And it's the same with you and the people that you are here to impact. The impact you make on them will have a ripple effect. And those people need you. Right? And that's why you have this vision. That's why you have this mission to build something bigger. So keep going. I'm not quitting. If you're thinking of quitting, keep that in mind. And just remember, we got this. We really do.